we fancy playing some of them?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright,
Drag us to the Casters Lounge and start a live.
alright, in a little bit.
Yeah, in a
Drag
bit.
me as well. Drag me as well.
Can you start a live, please, X? Sorry, I'm being an arse. X. Done?
Attackers need to
Perfect.
locate
Start
and
streaming,
defuse
I'll
as many
join.
bombs as they can.
So the stream's up, yeah? Yeah, no, because I dragged us to a different chat, so you need to start a Discord live stream. Cool.
Attackers
Alright.
have discovered the location of a bomb.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. I'll share it into the thing. Have you shared it yet? Alright. Wait, don't talk to me then if I'm solo casting. Why are you not going to duo with me? Well, shush, I'll meet you, Mike. You're casting with me. Why are you
I
not
can't
going to
really.
duo with me?
I'm in the middle of a game.
No, you're going to cast with me.
Oh,
Okay,
you guys
don't
get
then, don't then. When
No,
you
I
finish your
will.
game, join.
Yeah, yeah, I will. I will. I'm just gonna go on mute for.
Oh, perfect. This is going to be a really interesting game, to be honest. These teams are quite even in ranks and skill. I think it's just going to be a case of who's got the most preparation in the way of strategy here on Kafe. Looks like it's going to be a pretty standard take from RDMP here, looking to push for minibar and piano cigar control. Just going to be playing the roof now, trying to find an early pick. Minibar wall is going to get opened, and Darks is just going to be doing a bit of drone work with some other players of RDMP. Interesting to see there's a fear droning out. Usually the entry would be on the Zephyr, but...
Disabling electronics.
Wow, my disc is going to be catching the EMP there, preventing the player on Pixel from getting pushed off. And it looks like Big Staunch is going to be looking for a C4. He's going to light up the thermite, but not find a pick. The Zephyr of the RDMP side is going to be losing a lot of health, but finds a pick with the lifeline. Huge plays from Kinky Fridge here.
A bomb has been located.
Looks like the defenders have fallen off Pixel, but the Whammo is going to be swinging out, and the Zephyr finds a second. Kinky Fridge popping off round one, and already a double kill. It's going to be an injure of onto the Thatcher from the player in washrooms there. And there goes the finisher, 3v4 now. Blue team looking to have stalled out here with 40 seconds left. They've sort of lost a bit of map control as the final remaining 3 defenders has just pushed up and taken the fight to the attackers, and it's working out for them. I mean, the top frag here on the Zephyr is down to 1 HP near enough. And there's the 3v3. Big Stoinks taking a triple kill in the round, a huge flank from him, just pushing up onto that Pixel and injuring the Zephyr. The Zephyr's going to get finished off by the Maestro cam. 15 seconds left on the clock, a 3v1 now, all left up to Troy. Looks like the time is just going to be really playing against him now. 10 seconds, he's going to be swinging the CS double door, can't quite find the pick. And Big Stoinks with his 4th kill of the round. A wonderful clutch round there from the final remaining defenders of Pyralis. Honestly, I really thought that round was going to go either ways. When it got to the 3v3, it was really anyone's game. But it just shows what a close matchup this is going to be here. I think RDMP just needed to get on the drones once they got those first two picks. They just sort of headlessly pushed in and then didn't have any flank watch. I mean, the Nomad band from Pyralis working out there. Goya was just allowed to retake Cigar and flank all the players in Cigar Shop and Noob Alk. Wonderful play there. Ivana's going to be 6-picked off for the sledge. It's going to look like a top floor down take onto the kitchen site from RDMP.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Pretty standard lineup here from Pyralis. It looks like they're going to be definitely playing to take down these projectiles with the Jaeger-Aruni combo. No whammo this time though. But looking at RDMP's lineup, it definitely looks like they're going to be going for a vertical take. This looks like an interesting hold from Pyralis, as they're going to be reinforcing garage, or I don't know if they're going to open freezer up or something, but looks like they're definitely contesting second floor. Dark's going to be mag dumping into the soft wall. Can't find anyone as they've just reinforced that as a bait and buggered off. Yep, as I expected, it looks like RDMP are going to be attacking from the top floor down as Sledge is going to be making his way to the roof with Buck and looking for some early picks. Wonder if we'll see Kinky Fridge being able to find the early openers like he did from the previous round. Roy's going to be swinging in and taking an early engagement onto the Jaeger and Kochek, but can't quite find the head. Getting very aggressive here for a Mav player, but Syntax just going to keep level-headed and decide to back off, which is a pretty wise choice. Tyzo... Oh, Troy, nade kill, takes down the player in Coach, and it looks like RDMP are changing it up now and going for a split push for Freezer and top floor. Taking a lot of map control very quickly, and it looks like they're actually slowing it down, finding out where the players are. Saying that, Big Stoinks is unmarked on white stairs, but it looks like the player at the bottom knows he's there. He's just going to be holding the angle, but it's going to be interesting to see how this round plays out as RDMP are looking a hell of a lot stronger, but the Thermite decides to put a Thermite charge down, and the Malusi's just going to swing around and take him out. Really dumb play there from Tyzlo. And that's the second round in a row that he's been taken out first, but Darks is going to find the pick onto the Aruni there, and 3v3, the roam working out for Big Stoinks. He's been so influential in the round, and a C4 kill coming out from below. RDMP's attack is crumbling to pieces. Again, it's just poor drone work and a lackluster push. Matty's just going to be looking for some picks through the vertical holes here, but it looks like the defenders have all hidden away from the destruction of the floor. Yeah, they're just going to be playing passive and bunkering the site down. Interesting that the Maverick's still on third floor. Well, was on third floor. Matty's going to be making his way down. This looks like it's going to be a big struggle for RDMP. Sledging it Freezer, but 3v2 with 10 seconds left. Troy's going to be headlessly swinging round, and he finds a pick, but he's going to get taken down. All left down to Matty now. 5 seconds left on the clock in a 1v2 situation. Big Stoinks playing Bring Around the Roses with him. The sidearm comes out, but neither players find the pick. Nice try there from Matty, but with 2 players holding the crossfire, there's not much he could do. Interesting pick with Kinky Fridge jumping onto the Lion. I mean, it could definitely work out to catch out these roamers for Pyralis, but I think it all comes down to the drone work on the side of RDMP here. And yeah, we're going to see the Lion switch off. But Again, it looks like this lineup's focusing very heavily on the destruction and vertical pressure, with the Hibana being picked up now instead of the Thermite, but I guess the Thermite hasn't worked for 2 rounds. But then I think that's down to Pyralis playing it well on the roam and RDMP's drone work being a bit sloppy there. 6th pick off the Cade to the Valkyrie, probably a good 6th pick as RDMP have no IQ. Dark's just sticking on that Thatcher.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Activating camera. Jammer ready to activate.
It's going to be interesting to see how Pyralis play this site, as it's usually the least favourite site out of the 3 main objectives on Kafe. It would be interesting to see if Fireplace and Mining was played. I mean, I haven't seen that one played in a while in competitive, but definitely seems like a very fun site.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Interesting to see Tyslow on the Twitch. We usually see him playing the more supportive roles so far in this matchup, the Thermite, but looks like the roles are going to be changed up a bit here for RDMP, bringing that Claymore to deny the flank from the roamers. Looks like they're just going to be trying to look for some intel onto the players on the top floor. Just droning down the Skylight, but it's a heavy run from Pyralis. If RDMP spot this opportunity, they might just be able to pile into sight, as there's 3 players on the top floor. So it looks like they've committed now, taking top floor, as they have the majority of their team on the roof. I'm not sure about this. Can't see this ending well for them, but the util's going to get chucked down the Skylight. The flashbang's coming out, the grenade's coming out, ADS is burned. A little bit of damage is going to be done to the Melusi, but nothing too serious. I mean, the round's still all to play for, but the Twitch drone's going to be just chipping away at that defensive utility, and the Valkyrie's going to get spotted out in Cocktail. Down to 50 HP now, making a vertical hole, but it looks like the attackers will soon be taking control of Cocktail. Nades coming in from Noob. The Valk's going to get spam spotted here in Cocktail. This is a much more collected round from RDMP, as they're taking map control as if it's nothing. The utility being used beautifully there. And the Valkyrie's going to find the entry pick. Matty gets one of his own. It's a 4v4 now, but Tyzo's losing the gunfight. And 4v3, Pyralis just pushing back. Big stoints again, taking that map control away from RDMP, but he's going to get taken out by Kinky for inch here. Boy's already made his way down to L hallway and pillars, but looks like he's pushing a little bit ahead of the drones here, as he's just going to be face checking. And does he know that the smoke's just going to be playing tight up with the shotgun here? Looks like he's just going to be dancing around the vertical holes above from the sledge. Nice vert here from Matty. He's using that sledge really well to just pressure those defenders on the objective. 30 seconds left now. RDMP are going to have to make a move, and make a move they do, but Troy's going to get taken down rushing into sight with the diffuser. Refrag from Matty, using the vertical holes beautifully. That's his 2nd in the round. 2v2, 20 seconds. This is all to play for here. RDMP could be looking at their first attacking win, as Kinky Bridge has taken site control. He's going to be pretty far on the swing, but can't find any shots. But there we go. It's all left up to Syntax now, flanking from pillars, as that final anchor's going to get taken out. The C4 comes out, doesn't connect, and Matty finishes it off. A beautiful round from him, a 3k, and a nice round for RDMP there. The vertical control, the drone work, and the utility was used beautifully. Well deserved round there. I think the Nomad ban's definitely hindering these attacks though, because I mean, round after round after round, we're seeing big stoinks just push up, take the map control off them, and flank time after time after time. But there was definitely an improvement there in the communication and drone work from RDMP. Darks was just droning those roamers, spam spotting them, getting the nades in there and lighting them up. Beautiful round. Interesting 6th pick off the Hibana onto an IQ. I mean, we've seen the Thermite player die so early on every round. I think they sort of need the double hard breach at this point, but it worked out for them last round just running the Hibana. I mean, I
Attackers
think
need to
Thermite's a
locate and
bit better than
defuse
Hibana,
bombs.
but they're going to be attacking top floor, so it's going to be a case of will they be even able to get anywhere near the walls, because it looks like there's just going to be head holes put across freezer and washrooms wall here, with the Goyo being bought. It's going to be difficult for Thermite to even get anywhere near where he's going to want to breach with his second Exo. Wonder if we'll see any C4 from below from the Goyo again.
Station placed.
Alarm.
10 seconds remaining.
Light destroyed. Corner set.
Ben, you can come join the cast
5
if you
seconds
want.
left.
I'm getting very bored here, just solo casting.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
My evil eye ready to
Nice Maestro cam spots there from Rush. Looks like a pretty standard setup here coming out from Pyralis, playing the Goyo shields to just burn the time and utility of RDMP. It's going to be interesting to see how the attackers develop their push on what they did last time. I mean, last time it just completely flopped because they were trying to push into the strat laid out by Pyralis. I wonder if they'll change anything. But it looks like they're heading for the same red piano minibar tape. And Goyo's dropped below for the C4 already. Let's hope RDMP get the drone work going and drone out this Goyo, because if he gets below and C4's the hard breacher again, it's almost a guaranteed round loss. A nice yellow ping, but Darks wins the fight. A wonderful shot onto the top fragger of the defensive side. Don't usually see. Yeah. C4's gone. X, stay on the mic. Get in the cast, brother. Dark's going to be free-firing some shots around the white corridor window, but Matty's going to get taken down by Batten, and Batten's going to get taken down himself, but the C4 comes back to bite them. Pinky Fridge gets taken down and a flurry of frags, leaving RDMP in a 2v2. All left up to the two support players of RDMP in Tyslow and Darks, and Darks is going to get taken out by the Thunderbird. And there goes the final player, gets taken down by the Thunderbird. Looks like the communication wasn't great there, as they both died to the Thunderbird playing the same position. But I guess it's just a case of winning their gunfights, and at the end of the day, RDMP were just losing those one-on-one gunfights there. But it was a nice bit of drone work on the bottom floor there for the Goya. Dark's got a big pick at the start, but ultimately his team just couldn't support him in that. Interesting that Big Stoinks isn't on the Goyo. We've seen him do so well on the Goyo in previous rounds, but he's going to be sticking that Malusi here. If RDMP can take another round before the split and take it 2-4 on the split, I definitely think they'll be favoured to win this matchup, because Kafe is very defender-sided with the current meta. I mean, I think 3-3, 2-4, they're both favourable for the attackers here.
Activating jammer. ADS up and running. Reinforcing the wall.
And especially with the Nomad ban, I mean, it's definitely going to be a struggle when Pyralis get onto attack if they don't have a plan in place. I think RDMP are just sort of adapting their push now. They're trading the man count down, but it's just down to winning gunfights for them. And Pyralis is a very strong mechanical team. Looks like it's going to be, again, a vertical take here, as they brought the buck along, brought the sledge along. potential split push. I mean, that worked out very successfully for them last time on this site, but then again, it was just the dying seconds, the lost the gunfights. I mean, RDMP are very good at taking map control, but they don't use the map control to find the frags. They make all these vertical holes, don't do much peeking of the vertical holes, and then the defenders are just free to run around the site underneath their vertical holes and not get punished for it. Hopefully this time we'll see the utility being thrown in through the vertical holes and the players holding angles to cut off the rotates on site. Early control is taken of the top floor here for RDMP. Just got to be careful with the Nomad ban that they're not going to leave themselves open for a flank. Troy's going to be open. Oh, no, he's not going to be opening out the train hatch. Oh, he's changed his mind again.
Throwing razor wire.
Inky Fridge going to be taking early control here of trains. This is very good. RDMP keeping nice control early on in the round. I mean, 1 minute 20 and they've got map control of both the top floors. So Izo's going to hear the reinforcement going out. Is this going to be a bait to get him down the stairs? Yes, it is. He quick peeks and sees that rain of bullets coming in from the Alder there and makes the wise decision to retreat. 1 minute left now. RDMP have got to start pushing down to this bottom floor.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Still a 5v5 with 50 seconds left.
Attackers dropped.
This is very unusual as we've usually seen a flurry of kills come in by now, but Darks is going to get taken down by the Malusi. We've seen big stoinks pop off round after round, and it looks like this is going to be another round for him. Finding the opener, and with 30 seconds left and the numbers of RDMP dwindling. Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Kinky Fridge finds a frag, and it's a 4v4, 20 seconds left. They've got to make the push here, but position of RDMP is known, but Matty's going to find a double and it's a 2v2 there. Maestro Cam's still up, but will they be able to get this plant down? Free fire comes in from Troy, but he gets taken out by Rush playing prep window. A beautiful crossfire from the defenders there. Oh no, it's excellent. I mean, RDMP are definitely on the back foot here, but if they could take this round, they're still in it.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Ready, set, bench play. Initiate jammer. 145. Throwing jammer.
Attackers have discovered the location.
RDMP are desperately going to need this round if they want any chance of clinching a win here. It's definitely going to be their round to win as well, as Pyralis are going to be going to the site that's considered one of the weaker sites on this map, but with the way they've been playing these rounds and just not losing their gunfights, it's definitely all to play for. Same lineup near enough from both sides, except the Ying is going to be brought out from RDMP. Be interesting to see how the utility of the Ying is going to be used here to execute the site. Drones coming in early from RDMP to just scout out the top floor, again looking like they're favouring that first take. But they have not spotted out the Jaeger yet, and it looks like he's just going to be left undetected. But finally, the drone's flooding in from RDMP. They spot him out, and I'm expecting a pinch here, a really fucking good pinch if they want to win this round. But no,
Diffuser has been dropped.
a triple from Pyralis. Well, RDMP have thrown the game. That's all I'm saying. 1 minute in and they've lost 3 players on the round that they needed. A beautiful few picks though. Well, 4 picks. A beautiful 4 picks. Oh, and not Darks getting taken down. A flawless round for Pyralis. This game is starting to quickly become very one-sided. RDMP just throwing round after round. My gosh. I just can't believe this. I really can't. I mean, I did an interview with Darks before the game, and he was like, "We're winning this game. We're winning this game." He said that last game and still lost, but I mean, he's still got an opportunity to pull it back. But I don't know. They've definitely come up a bit short in a lot of these rounds. 6 picks from the grid to the IQ, and a cap can coming out from Matty. I mean, don't usually see it in competitive, but it could definitely surprise the opposition if he doesn't get droned out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And also with
Located
that
by
late
attackers.
round execute, if they take too long, the cap can traps will definitely punish the players that don't have time to check. That's just going to get reinforced off, and it looks like a pretty standard defense, nothing too complicated from RDMP. That is an awful cap can trap placement.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, RDMP are showing their...
I'm back.
Attackers are moving.
What have I missed?
You've missed Sean gets slapped and his team gets slapped.
Oh, 5-1 to Pyralis.
I know. At the start, it was looking like it was going to be a bloody good game.
I
But
saw the first round. Looked
yeah,
decent.
it's
Cat looked like
become
it was
very
good.
one-sided. I mean,
Yeah, I can see Pyralis.
Pinky Fridge was popping off at the start, but it's all slowed down now, and Pyralis is just taking round after round. Round 6 was flawless for Pyralis, but let's see what round 7 will turn out to be. With the
switching sides, you never know. If they can do, as everyone says, if they can do that in one half, you can do it in the other. But we'll
yeah,
see.
but they're going to be getting the opening pick again early on. Troy getting taken out. Already looking very calm and collected, heading into their first attack, finding the opening pick. Let's get that scoreboard up, please, X.
No picks.
Have a look at how everyone's doing.
Are they playing middle floor? Is that right? Another pick. Ash finds the head of the cap can. Not looking good.
Yeah, and the Ash is just going to be
Oh,
wiping out
DMP.
these cap can traps and pressing downstairs early on. They've basically got full map control of both the top floors, and it's not even halfway through the round. This is really efficient roam clear here from Pyralis. Final 3 players of RDMP are just going to be bunkering down on the objective. But it all comes down to them winning their gunfights here and dodging the vertical holes. Because there's
Yeah,
5
Pyralis
guns of Pyralis eyeing the defenders out through the floor. I mean, the drone work and the Yana clone going to be popped out here onto the freezer side.
A bomb has been located.
Just going to be spotting out those anchors on site, finding those positions. 1 minute left on the clock now, and Pyralis have got to be looking towards their final execute. The vert holes are beautiful here from Syntax, using that sledgehammer well.
Find a
But
kill
with
for it
50
yet.
seconds left, Pyralis have really got to be looking towards executing the site, and execute the site they do. Kinky Fridge is going to get taken down to 10 HP. But Tyzo finds ahead of the Ash. And it's looking like RDMP could pull a comeback here. 30 seconds left, 3v4. This is definitely winnable for either side. But Pyralis still have no HP deficit yet. And the Valkyrie and Taizo have both lost health. It's going to be down to Darks here to hold on to the freezer side. He's going to be pre-firing some shots off, but he just starts mag dumping the roof. And the IQ's going to swing on in, take him out. He finds a double. A beautiful double pick from Burton. And the round is won just like that. Pyralis. What an execute. What a round. I don't know what Darks was doing there. He just started aiming at the ceiling like...
Maybe he thought it was Spoit for a second. Try and get a kill through the floor. He does know Spoit, so... Well, you never know.
Yeah.
Spoit might have taught him some tricks.
Maybe next game we might see him pull out his emergency subs, Gunner and Freck.
Maybe Gurmite hopping on PC. Hopping on. Getting a free win for them. You never know.
To be honest, Cat has kind of popped off for RDMP here, but it's just the rounds are just the fraggers get a pick and then die, and then it's a case of the rest of the players just getting picked off on RDMP, just losing the ones.
I don't know what happened with the Ash in that round, but it seems to be literally just pushed on her own, and that's why she died.
To be honest, Big
unless
Stoints has been absolutely slapping the whole game. Been on absolute fire, just walking in, flanking. The Nomad ban was huge from Pyralis, definitely.
like in the T4
Attackers need
GK.
to
Good GG
locate and
well played,
defuse
boys.
bombs.
RDMP already almost admitting defeat here.
Looks like Eyes though not having a very good time.
Yeah, is he having a good time? Let's check his stats for this match.
Mute your mic.
Rex can be unmuted. He can join the cast. I was
Nah,
very
I can
bored
just
at the
hear him
start.
breathing. I can just hear him breathing. That's
No one
all.
to talk to. Very boring.
I'm very sorry.
10 seconds remaining.
I am very sorry.
5 seconds to insertion.
Station in position.
Let's hope Troy doesn't
Attacker's objective is to locate a
drop
bomb
any
and defuse
abusive comments after the match. Let's put it that
That's
way.
all. We'll end it at that.
We'll end it at that. The Siege community is known for the toxicity, so
Maybe
I'd expect a
mute
bit of
Troy in
shit
chat
talking.
next.
Nah, just leave it. I'm sure he's learnt from his mistakes. He is.
That was not a very good. Yeah, we need to leave it at that.
Pyralis, 6-1 match point. This is really impressive stuff,
Troy's
as they've won 5 rounds in a row.
Hopping to Gemini.
It's interesting as there's literally fuck all defenders on site here. Let's get a spectate onto the objective. It looks like there's 2 defenders. That's it. The rest of them are all downstairs or off site. And Dark's holding the freezer down here, ready to slam anyone who crosses his line of fire.
We know Darks. Can win a gunfight or two.
Reload.
To be honest, with the 416, anything's possible. I mean, it's a really powerful gun, especially in the hands of Darks. But the IQ, Batten, another early pick, taking out
Every round.
Matty early on. I mean, with the Malus getting taken out, you're not really losing much. But then again, Matty has been so influential for getting RDMP those opening frags. But Kinky Bridge fighting back with a C4 pick of his own onto the top bragger of Pyralis. Down goes the Ash. And down goes the momentum as Darks finds the head of yet another Pyralis player. This could be RDMP's first round in 5. Beautiful
Another
second kill of the round for the mute. It's just going to be swing round pre-fire and heads here.
drop the diffuser.
And he finds a third!
The comeback of the century.
Potentially. I
They
mean,
can only
Troy's
play for
been...
the draw. They can't.
Troy
get
has
the
been
win.
pretty vocal. We're coming back, XD. He has to back his chat now. He has to.
Back the chat.
Back the chat.
Can't rule RDMP out yet. They still have some fight left in them. You never know.
No, I think, to be honest, this is an RDMP round, but we've seen Batten do dirty things to RDMP in previous rounds. I mean, the double kill on half wall, the clutch round, and he's just going to be finding a pick there. 15 seconds left though. Can he take out the Thunderbird? But the Thunderbird goes for the knife
Oh dear.
and loses the fight. Sidearm, baton,
Whoa.
5
triple.
seconds left.
Will he be able to ace the round? I don't think he will, but he's putting up a good try. Can't unfortunately find any more players of RDMP, but I mean, that was a much more better round from RDMP. I think it was kind of off the back of Pinky Fridge just swinging out the SMG and not missing. Sort of won them the round, a triple kill, early C4 pick onto the top fragger, and just swinging with the SMG 11 and slamming, really. But Matty on the vigil now. It looks like RDMP are just going for the fragging operators here, just going for it, guns blazing. Dark's back on the Jaeger. If he could find some more picks like he did last round, that would really help support his team in pulling a potential comeback. It's going to be very unlikely that they can win 4 rounds on the trot, but I mean, we've seen it before. I mean, with an IGL who's got so much comp experience under his belt as Darks does, anything's possible.
He has managed sports team. He probably has the biggest brain in
I
this
think that's
league.
definitely a wise 6 pick there. The Ella swapping off for the Maestro, but maybe the Vigil should have swapped for the Maestro. I don't know. Ella just brings quite a lot of utility with the
Attackers need to
deployable
locate
shield
and
and the
defuse
concussion
bombs.
mines. Pretty
Attackers have
good
discovered the
combination,
location of a bomb.
especially on this map. The shotgun can work out really well playing in prep, but there you go. RDMP opting for the Vigil here. I mean, I guess it can mess Pyralis' roam clear up. They're so quick on it. I think maybe when they can't find the exact location, they're going to have to spend a bit longer scanning out that Vigil, but we'll see. We'll see. RDMP really got to use this momentum and carry it on to overtime if they want a chance in hell of winning this game.
5 seconds left.
They still got to go for a middle floor site as well, which
Attackers
is
are moving to defuse the bomb.
definitely going to be a challenge.
At least. It's famous for his amazing strats though, so he'll probably.
Yeah, I haven't really seen any amazing strats though. Where's not Dark's castle stats?
That's
Wait.
an interesting choice. Troy going for the snag. pistol
Wow,
rather
is
than
that
the
a
bolt
Maestro?
throw.
No, not a Maestro spawn pick, I don't know. Either Yana Rush site, but the wall's going to get opened up early on by Rush. And it looks like Rush they do as they pile into Bakery and open the walls early on. And
Oh, he has
they're just
gone
going to be
down.
dashing into prep.
4v4.
2 minutes 15
Troy's
on the clock. And Pyralis have stormed Bakery and practically stormed all the way into sight. But Kinky Fridge is going to get taken out and a triple for Rush. Just walking into sight on the ace and not losing his
smart
gunfights.
play from Pyralis.
I wouldn't say a smart play, but the plant's gone down. I mean, the rush has worked out, proving their gun skills superior. And Tyzo left in a 1v4, 1v3. With 35 seconds left to win the round, it's looking unlikely. He's been spotted out on the flank cannon. He's going to be free-firing some shots in here. Can't connect, and it looks like this is game 7-2 to Pyralis.
Never know.
Yeah,
20 seconds
he is dead.
goes down
He
to
is
the
dead.
side.
What a game from Pyralis there.
Pyralis really showing that skills.
I mean, that final round just showed the
And true
skill gap in the
colours.
gun skill department. Pyralis just taking those gunfights and winning them. Only one player going negative on Pyralis, but it's a very different story on the side of RDMP. Well played to Kinky Fridge, though. Popping off to
Sorry, I
the
could only
side.
be there for the end.
That's all right. It was a very short-lived game, but there we go. We could get Not Darks in here for an interview, actually. He made some
Yeah.
pretty bold statements before the game. Do you want to drag him in? Do the
He
honours?
isn't
Oh, he isn't
even
in
in
it.
his-
Let's get Rush in for an
GG boys.
interview. Drag him in.
Yeah. Wait. Here we go. Hello.
Yeah, Rush. Nice game.
Hello, hello.
You're on stream. What would you like to say to the stream?
Well,
How did you think the match went?
Hold up. I have to turn you down slightly because I'm slightly going deaf at the moment. My apologies.
It's alright.
Honestly, I think that the match from our point of view went pretty well. Though I have to say that Redemption might be considered a little bit lackluster and a little
Yeah,
bit of
I
a
mean, I
disappointment.
definitely thought their attacks
Disappoint-
were really uncoordinated, and again, no strategy on the defense. But I guess with a lot of player changes and roster changes, it's expected. But
It is to be expected, yes.
I don't know why they went to Kafe when they had absolutely no plan of what they were doing on either attack or defense. Anyway,
Well, I mean, the thing is with the map pool, it's 7 maps, of
yeah,
course.
I
So
guess you can't cover
you,
all of them.
you can basically say that
Yeah, but
because
you
we're
guys
playing
were
best of
definitely.
ones, you can basically guarantee 1 of 4 maps. So if
Mm.
you feel comfortable on like Coastline, Cafe, Clubhouse, and
Oregon.
Villa, for
Well,
example.
give us all your maps. Don't give us all your maps. I know we've played
No, this
with
is
that.
this is merely an example, and your opposing team bans 3 out of those 4 maps,
Mm.
and they happen to also be very comfortable on that map, then you might end up
Yeah, I
hitting a
mean, well
wall.
played. Your team was definitely the strongest in that matchup, and I mean the league
Yeah.
table's showing that as well. You're building the points up quite nicely there.
Yeah, honestly, we're
Have
looking
you guys
forward
lost the
to.
game yet?
No, not yet, and we're
Yeah,
actually looking forward to playing Rig.
yeah, they're definitely going to be a good
Tough
opponent for you.
match.
But
Yeah,
the winners of this division get free entry into next season, and they get into the A bracket. Next season, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so we have A and B division, potentially a C division, depending on how many teams I can get in. But it'll be 8 teams per division, and then run it like
mhm.
so promotion and demotion at the end of each season. Be pretty
Yes, very
interesting.
well.
Probably put some entry fees and prize pools in place as well. Anyway, well played. I think we'll cut the stream off there, but that was definitely a very short-lived game to cast.
I mean,
Thank you.
sometimes it's